ready? Do you have pen and paper? You may need it. This is going to be a rocket ship ride. We are going to have fun tonight. I'm all about having fun, and I'm all about making sure that we enjoy our dance, no matter what triggers take place, no matter what hardships take place. It doesn't matter. We're here to have fun. And I have this little gift here. And I wanted to show this with you, and this is very amazing. I know Candace is going to know exactly what this is when I open it. But just like life, you know, we're so amazing. We're creators. We're profound. We're beautiful and vibrant. And sometimes life comes in and it takes us and it picks us up. You're in a dome. You're enjoying the sea of life, and you're the perfect, cute little penguin. And what happens when life comes in, you're sitting on your shelf and everything is just relaxing and lying dormant. All of your snowflakes, all of your, everything that you've collected in your life is just floating, and you're just sitting in the ocean of life. Well, sometimes what happens, and what I'm going to do tonight, is I'm going to be just like the universe, and I'm going to come in and I'm going to grab you and I'm going to shake the heck out of you. And I'm going to keep shaking you. But keep in mind that as everything comes up, it will distort your view. But I'm going to place you on a higher shelf. And when I place you on the higher shelf, you are going to have a better view once everything settles. And so that's what we're going to explore tonight on the rocket ship ride. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen to make sure that I have my little points so I don't forget and take you off into a rabbit hole. That is very important. So let me go ahead and share the screen. Can you guys see everything okay? Yes. Okay, good. Thank you, Candace. Let me see if I can. I want to go here to move the bar. Let's see if this works. So keep in mind, I created everything. I am all about creation, content creation. I love giving the visual effect because it's how we learn. Some of us are visuals and some of us are not. So I wanted to make sure we had a fun experience, and hopefully this works. If not, we're going to do it this way. I go with flow. All right. So this is the beautiful rocket ship that we are going to get on, and we are going to journey. The best part of everything, and everything that I'm going to share with you tonight, is about the understanding of realities. I have experienced several realities in my life, and so have you. What we're going to experience tonight is several realities and several perspectives. And I will go into vulnerability. I will display a reality of vulnerability, and I will be shifting in energies according to what I'm going to be sharing with you. Everything that comes to me is going to flow through me, and it's going to be shared with you. Please know that I am a universe. I am the totality of everything I experience and everything I create. But keep in mind that this is my perspective and my belief system, and not yours. All I ask is that you open your heart up just for a moment and put your mind up on a shelf, put your ego in the pocket, and go on this adventure and learn new perspectives, because this is what brings growth to yourself and to your life and to your experiences. Please know that when we have our experiences in life on this world with humanity, we need to find where we stand within it. Why are we having these experiences? Why am I reacting this way? Why do I feel this way? And why does this keep happening to me? So these are the realities that we're going to explore. I am always a big lover of endings or new beginnings. So as I have accumulated all of my study in the human experience and the mastery of the human experience and how it works, I came up with a conclusion, and this is what it was. We are here to master the human experience, aligned with the embodiment of the divine self. When one takes the lead and a master of life, one manifests their innate human qualities in the outside world, the legacy unfolds. Again, you may be triggered tonight. If you have a pen and paper next to you, please write down what took place in that trigger. How did you feel in that trigger? Because this is going to show you some of the seeds that you have that are stored within you that have not been healed or addressed. And so I'm going to bring this out. This is the shaking of you. This is me shaking you. So let's move on. Now, this right here was fun to create because, as you know, life is a bunch of roller coasters. It is a big, huge circus full of beautiful rides, big ones, scary ones, slow ones to rest. There's places to shoot at walls. There's slam dunking and basketballs. There's so many different rides that we can take, different experiences that we can partake in. But we are on the rocket ship and we are going into that. We are going to embrace our trials, our tribulations, and our life challenges. It comes with family, it comes with prosperity. You want prosperity in your life, but how do you get there? You want to learn patience. How do you learn patience? You learn through partnerships, understanding, and fear and balance. It is the totality that you are here on this planet in this beautiful dome of a world, and you are going to experience infinite possibilities and infinite perspectives to create who you are and how you present yourself to the world. So what we have here, if you look to my left, it is what you think you will create it. What you feel you will attract it, and what you imagine you will become it. This is what we're going to talk about in the next 2 to 3 weeks. It's going to be profound, it's going to be deep, and it's going to be raw, and you're going to feel naked sometimes, you're going to get mad, you're going to feel angry, and it's all beautiful because this is how we grow, and this is how we gain a new perspective in our belief system that pretty much controls our life. But I do want to ask, have any of you have ever cheated yourself from the blessings of the challenge? Have you tried to take a toll road through the mastery of patience when you're stuck in traffic? Have you wanted to go under the bridge, over the bridge, side of the bridge, off-roading, get away, slam the door, walk away, passive aggressive? It doesn't matter how you responded or reacted. Have you cheated yourself out of the blessing? Everyone and every experience and every exchange teaches us a level of growth. We are in our mastery. They are our teacher, and we are the receiver of the teaching. And that will take us into the next slide here. I'm not going to stay long in this slide, but I do want to show you the positive and the negative, the circling effect. It's the cause of the law. It's the law of the cause and effect. It's the as above, so below. It's the as within, so without. And as the universe, so your soul. This is the teacher and the student. You are always the teacher and the student simultaneously, forever and ever, as long as you're on this planet. You are here to grow. There will always be a teacher, and there will always be a student when you become the teacher. This is called the giver of life. The teachers are the giver of life. They are the ones who've accomplished the 7th stage of the human experience. Whatever this experience is, a student will always appear to lock in the vibration on a cellular level, becoming the embodiment of the I am teacher. And I will show you this later. But if you look at it, the teachers are like A gamers in social connection. They do not fear the human exchange. They love the human exchange because they once were the student that taught them to love the exchange. It promotes a longer life because they're in their joy. They're in their aha moments. They're in the marveling of life. They have great mental health. They step into great physical health because they know that their body is the totality of all their soul growth. It is everything. Without the human suit, you have no growth because you have to collect the emotion through the exchange of the human experience in the 3D material world. You have physical, spiritual. You are the cause to the effect. You are the giver of experience. You are the giver. Now, keep in mind, gift of legacy is the giving and receiving experience. That is why you're here. It's a different level of experience. It's a consciousness understanding of what you're doing in the hands-on exchange with our family members, with each other. Now, when you come into the student, which is the receiver of life, the students are here to learn humbleness, humility, grace, trust, acceptance, gratitude, appreciation. I mean, I can keep going of the lessons that this beautiful teacher can give them. But what is important about this is the master of the experience. They are the receiver of life. They are here to master the experience that the teacher gives them. So when gift of legacy is the instructor to your dance, you have to follow the instructions in order to receive the full teaching from the teacher. You can't cheat yourself. You can't come in with your past dance, with your past music and steps. You'll never listen to the teacher because you have a whole bunch of chaos going on. You have to let that go when you step into a new experience, always. So as you come into the teacher and the student understanding, this is like the receiver and the receiver. You are the end of all circle of life, of creation, because you are not in the ebb flow. If you're a gimme, 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 and you're the taker and you're always taking and you're not giving back to the giver of life as the receiver of life, you end the cycle. You're done. You might as well say that, okay, I'm ready to leave the planet. I kind of gave up and I'm not giving energy into the balance effect. Remember, you're the center point of all things. So this is what I wanted to show you. But this one right here is the most important. This is the most important, because everything you see on TV, everything you see in the world, all the wars, all the hate, all the crime, the hurting of children, everything is all within us. We are the creator of totality, which is my founding. It's my finding in everything that I've learned in all of my lessons with spirit and all my lessons in the human exchange. Now, let me tell you, I've taken on a lot, but coming to the end result of seeing the law of cause and effect, the creator and the experiencer. Let's go to the creator for a second. You have internal wars within you. According to your childhood, you've had so many experiences that you've taken on, which created your belief system, which is your identity. It's your energy that you present to the world. Now, let's say there was a lot of fighting and a lot of abuse and a lot of sadness and war and anger. If that is still within you in the belief system, you will be part of the creator of what's external from self. We all, as a collective family on this planet, are seeing the totality of war within humanity. This goes for internal fears. If you fear something, you will create more reasons to fear what you fear. If it's spiders, you're going to see them all over. They're going to be all around you until you're no longer scared of them. That's the teaching. That's the universal teachings. If you betray yourself, you will be betrayed by others. If you lie to yourself, you will be lied to by others. If you abuse yourself, you will be abused by others. If you ignore yourself, people will ignore you. They won't even look at you because you don't look at you. It's all the cycles of the law of the cause and effect. It is the positive and the negative. There are two sides to everything. Go out into the world and test it for yourself. There's two sides to a piece of paper. There's two sides to your phone. There's two sides to a coin, heads and tails. We're here to master the sides. It is the contrast. It's the polarity. So when you come into the mastery of that, you come into the wholeness understanding of the I am, which is you, and how you present yourself to the world. There are two sides to everything. You will always experience both sides. And if you go ahead and read the bottom, it just gives you a little bit of understanding, actually knowledge, because you have to fully experience it to have the full understanding. Every single action in the universe produces a reaction no matter what. Every single effect within our world upon our earth has a cause, an original standing point, center point, which is you. So you, however you think and however you believe and however you perceive, that will become your reality. And that's what you will experience. Your wish is granted, dear one. You spoke it unto the universe because that is who you are. That is what you are. And so that is your life. That is your human experience. Let's see if it will go to the next slide. And it looks like I am frozen, of course. Of course. Okay, so I'm not frozen anymore. This was a perfect video that I am going to play for you. And this video was something that I found that matched perfectly with what I understood. Knowledge and understanding are two different vibrations. They're two different collections of human experiences. One is hands-on and one is a shared perspective. We are not here to be regurgitation to knowledge. If you read a book, but if you claim it as yours and becoming your belief system without the hands-on experience of doing the work, you're only sharing borrowed knowledge, which is a perspective of someone else, which you just created a false identity to present yourself to the world. Therefore, the universe is going to teach you a lesson. Just like the slide before that I showed you, You are the creator of what you speak and claim to the masses, which would be me, all of us on the call, however we speak to each other. We are claiming that this is who we are. This is what I am. Therefore, I'm going to track every single experience to make sure I'm the matching vibration of what I speak. That is how it worked for me and what I discovered in my human experiences. So I'm going to play this for you and let's see if it works. And if not, then that's what it needs to be.
Hey, it's me, Destin. Welcome back to Smarter Every Day. You've heard people say it's just like riding a bike, meaning it's really easy and you can't forget how to do it, right? But I did something. That damaged my mind. It happened on the streets of Amsterdam, and I got really scared, honestly. I can't ride a bike like you can anymore. Before I show you the video of what happened, I need to tell you the backstory. Like many 6-year-olds with a MacGyver mullet, I learned how to ride a bike when I was really young. I had learned a life skill and I was really proud of it. Everything changed though when my friend Barney called me 25 years later. Where I work, the welders are geniuses and they like to play jokes on the engineers. He had a challenge for me. He had built a special bicycle and he wanted me to try to ride it. He had only changed one thing. When you turn the handlebar to the left, the wheel goes to the right. When you turn it to the right, the wheel goes to the left. I thought this would be easy, so I hopped on the bike ready to demonstrate how quickly I could conquer this.
And here he is, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Destin Sandlin. First attempt riding the bicycle. So, faster I go, yeah.
I couldn't do it. You can see that I'm laughing, but I'm actually really frustrated. In this moment, I had a really deep revelation. My thinking was in a rut. This bike revealed a very deep truth to me. I had the knowledge of how to operate the bike, but I did not have the understanding. Therefore, knowledge is not understanding. Look, I know what you're probably thinking. Destin's probably just an uncoordinated engineer and can't do it. But that's not the case at all. The algorithm that's associated with riding a bike in your brain is just that complicated. Think about it. Downwards force on the pedals, leaning your whole body, pulling and pushing the handlebars, gyroscopic precession in the wheels. Every single force is part of this algorithm. And if you change any one part, it affects the entire control system. I do not make definitive statements that often, but I'm telling you right now, you cannot ride this bicycle. You might think you can, but you can't. I know this because I'm often asked to speak at universities and conferences, and I take the bike with me. It's always the same. People think they're going to try some trick or they're just going to power through it. It doesn't work. Your brain cannot handle this. For instance, this guy, I offered him $200 just to ride this bike 10 feet across the stage. Everybody thought he could do it.
No, you didn't understand. You didn't understand. So, this way. All right, so whenever you're ready. Wait. No, you have to keep your feet on. Like you gotta start rolling at least.
Keep your feet on the pedal. Go.
Just keep your feet on the pedals. Yeah, come on. One more time.
Once you have a rigid way of thinking in your head, sometimes you cannot change that, even if you want to. Think about it. So be very careful how you interpret things because you're looking at the world with a bias, whether you think you are or not. I'm Destin. I'm getting smarter every day. Have a good day. Hey, it's me, Destin.
All right. So before we go into the 7 stages of experience, I wanted to mention something about that video. Please forgive me when saying this, but when you are writing the boards with the gift of legacy and you are partaking in the algorithm experience, When you go in and you want to try to jump boards and you want to go in and you want to manipulate the boards and you're trying to do it your way because you have a past experience of this is what worked for you, and you come into a new experience with a gift of legacy and you try to bring in that past history into something new, which distorts it, it corrupts it, and it ruins the algorithm. So you're actually doing damage to your own new experience that gift of legacy is trying to offer you. And that was a beautiful example as well that displayed how the algorithm can be destroyed if anything comes in and just changes one little thing. And so I just wanted to mention that before we go into the 7 stages of the human experience. Okay, this is the blueprint. This is my aha moment, one of my favorite universal teachings that I received. Now we're going to go through 7 stages. You don't need to write these down, just watch the video later. And yes, I'm going to do a call to action. I'm going to have you explore and experience at the end throughout the week, because you're not truly going to understand anyways. I'm just sharing with you a perspective. You have to truly embody it with a hands-on experience for you to say, I get what she's saying. So let's go over the first stage of the human experience. This is observation. Observation is, it's everything. You wake up in the morning and you start your new day, you open up your eyes, and whatever you see around you starts the 2nd stage, creation. But during the observation, there is a stepping stone process of the law of process of what to do within the stage. You see and feel everything with no judgment. It's like being the baby in the new scene. You can't really do anything, but you can see everything. You can feel everything because it's part of the cycle. This is where the game of life begins. This is where your day begins. This is all your experiences that you will display to the world on the stage of life. What do you see? Who are the characters? Are they the past, the present, and the future? Who's around you? What's about to take place? What characters are they playing? They are the givers of lesson. Remember, there's that cycle, the giver of lesson and receiver of lesson. This is where you're going to leave the ego behind, all judgments. Leave it alone, leave it away from you, put it in a pocket, put it in a jar, visualize, put your name on it, put it aside. Because if you are truly going to embrace in a new human experience, you are to be in the observation stage 100% and be present. You have to literally look at what is taking place. Where are your exits? Who are the characters? What do they remind you of? What is going on? What are you agreeing to partake in? This is how hamster wheels begin when you get to the circle of completion stage. So as you observe creation, let's go to stage 2, creation. Creation is already taking form. This is everything that is happening around you. So all acting characters, playwrights, personalities are being created in this stage. You don't know their script, and they don't know yours. It's a beautiful exchange. And when you come into this stage, this is where everything unfolds. So you can either pop some popcorn and enjoy the adventure that you're about to partake in, or you really can take it seriously and say, okay, is this something I want to agree or disagree in the interaction with these individual characters? Yes, we're all characters in this, stage of life. So when we go into the creation and everything's taking place, everything that we see, it's already creating the in-between space, which is the in-between where no things exist, where all things take form. This is where reality comes into matter and comes into existence, which gives you the experience of exchange, the hands-on exchange. So as you go through that in-between stage, you are already hitting introspection. This is like everything comes to your physical form. This is where you want to be. You want to be in the introspection and the emotional stage, because that is your energy. That becomes your vibration, because it becomes your perspective and your knowledge. And that becomes understanding and understanding. There is a process to everything you taste, touch, and feel in life, 100%. So as you're in the introspection stage, this is where your body is receiving the vibration from your creation of observation. This is where you breathe it all in and bring in the acceptance of, okay, let's do this. I got this. I'm ready to dive deep. I'm ready to take on this human experience. You are the data collector. Your physical suit is here to collect the data from your human experience. It is so fun when you really get into the knowing that it can't hurt you. You're the only one that can create the fear. And so now you're going to have fun and play in it. It's like getting on a roller coaster. Who cares? It's going to be fun, even though you're screaming. It doesn't matter. You're going to have a blast. So this is you partaking in a new reality. This is how realities form. You are connected and you are connected intuitively. Oh, I can't use the word. Intuitively, you are connected. And when you go into your intuition and when you're starting to feel things, you're now able to receive the full stage 4 emotion. This is how you feel everything you agreed to partake in. The moment you said yes, your sacred yes with the gift of legacy, you're saying a sacred yes to the human experience as well. So this is the golden coin you are here to collect. Just like Super Mario Brothers, you are on this game and you are jumping and collecting all the golden, beautiful coins. And when you're doing that, you have these little monsters coming in and they're trying to catch you and you got to jump over them. I'm sure a lot of you guys know that game when we were a child. But that is kind of how it works. When you become one with the collected energy, this activates the next level of experience. This is your next level up. But you have to get out of the cycle. So whatever your thoughts, words, and deeds were, however you reacted or responded, and whatever you've done to another within that exchange at that time, you will experience the other side of wholeness. You will experience them, their perspective. But right now, we're just focusing on the emotion part. This is the series of events. Now, when I say series of an event, this is not something you pick up and put it in your pocket and you take it with you moving forward. It's a series of an event. At the time, in that present moment of time, you've engaged in a human experience and you went through the 7 stages. You were supposed to put it down and say thank you and go to the next. But most of humanity doesn't understand that they can say thank you and put it down and go to the next peacefully with bliss and love in the heart and acceptance for what took place. No, they store the energy within themselves and they put big boulder stones in their pocket and they walk with it on their journey. So the 7 stages helps you put it down as a series of an event and say thank you for it with a full grateful heart. But this is how it all works with the emotion. Keep in mind that the emotions actually are the creator of imprinting and programming and what is stored in the belief system. And I'll show you the belief system in a minute. But we have here stage 5, which is knowledge. This is where intellectualization takes place. As the energy comes through in the introspection stage, emotion is felt. So once it gets to the mind, you now gain knowledge. This is the intellectualization of what you just felt according to the scene that you just took place in, that you created and saw and observed. You now put it together and you put meaning to it. That goes in the heart. That amplifies everything. So when you are storing these human experiences, you want to be mindful of the painful ones because that will amplify your desire behind whatever you desire in life. Either it be you want the millions or you want the new car, the new house, or you want to save the world. It doesn't matter. But what truly lies within you in the belief system is the pain that you stored. You have to be very mindful of what you store in your belief system. Now, this is something that I've learned. And I, of course, I'm going to be jumping in and out of vulnerability because I have to remain in my authentic self in the center point of who I am and what I've collected thus far. So as a new belief system example, and this is what I did, home equals love. That's what they teach us in school. That's what they teach us on TV and in the movies. Home is just beautiful and family and love and dinners and all these beautiful things. But what if home is abuse? What if it's sad? What if it's sadness, it's pain, it's hurt, it's loss, it's darkness? So what I would do as a child, I would put home plus abuse equals love. That will become my definition. It becomes many people out there in this world. It becomes their definition that sometimes we judge them. And love as is the conclusion of abuse. So moving forward, that is what is placed into my heart as a dominant emotion. And that is what is going to be behind in my belief system, creating my external world, creating my cycles of events, repeating over and over and over again. Your reaction to an experience is going to determine your circle of completion, which is stage 6. This is the eye for an eye, the understanding of both sides of the eye. So whatever you've done unto another will be done unto you. And this is how it happens, which is in the 6th stage of the circle of completion. This could be a possible rabbit hole, and you can be in this emotion for one event that you have experienced and collected emotion on. It can last a lifetime. If you do not receive with an open heart a new perspective to grow and to shift yourself, you will be stuck in one event and not even know you're doing it. You'll just be mad at your external experiences and be always in the victim mentality of saying, why is this always happening to me? Why? Well, why? Well, we have to really come into the stillness and just pay attention of what we're doing and how we respond and react as a trigger to our life experiences, which are our givers of lesson. They are the teacher. We will always be the student until we learn the lesson to become the teacher. So this is hello to the hamster wheels. This is the circle of completion, the cycles of the cycles and the circles of the circles. It is the true bondage and true attachment understanding of one series of an event. This is the stage where most get stuck and create many perpetual cycles of the same experience. Again, example, gift of legacy. They could be coming from Blossom. They could be coming from Kindred Hearts, coming with all their patterns and habits and programming and whatever they collected from that experience. They can come into the gift of legacy and destroy it because they're not open to receive from the teacher of the new experience. So all thoughts, words, and deeds created by the belief system will have to be experienced until understood. Hands-on experience, not knowledge, not borrowed knowledge. That is the false identity. That's the ego finding placement in ascension. It is the true hands-on experience, understanding, embodiment. The emotion has been received for you to intellectualize it as your knowledge so you can go through the full circle, end it, and go to the next lesson. This is the 7th stage. This is the final stage. This is the teacher stage, the giver of experience, the giver of lesson. This is part of the cause of law and effect of what I showed you earlier. Understanding the collected experience is reached. This is inner standing becomes you. You are a walking message. You are now, you just do it all naturally, organically. And that is where we are journeying to on the rocket launch promise. It's gift of legacy used to say, we're gonna take off. It's the rocket launch. We are gonna have the ride. We're gonna blast off. They did. And it is up to us to perceive it that way, to receive it that way. We are the destruction of whatever's presented before us. So this is the 7 stages, the most important stage. This is where you practice what you preach. This is the lock-in energy that becomes you on a cellular level of the DNA and RNA addressing. I'm not going to go into that right now. But as you receive these human experiences and it becomes you and it's within you and it flows through you, you've just locked in the vibration of that one human experience becoming that vibration. You are totality at its finest. And when you are here to collect totality of all human experiences, you become the vibration within yourself. That is why you're here. And we're always here to share the perspective and pass it on as a perspective. There is nothing we can do to the person receiving it. There is nothing I can do to all of you receiving this message. It is up to you to play with it, to explore it, to taste it, to feel it, to touch it. That is how it becomes your own knowledge. It becomes your own energy. And that's why I'm planting the seed tonight. Everything is borrowed knowledge. Everything is borrowed. It is someone else's shared perspective. It is not your own. So be wise when you claim it as your own, because the universe will always hear your command that you speak unto the masses and say, your wish is granted. And let me explain to you a valuable lesson when I was studying in the Reiki Mastery to become a teacher, because I was excited about learning energies and learning how it flows and works and how we can put it in from one side of the body into another body and to really create a healing within each other. So I would be like, oh, come over. I would love to do a healing on you. I can heal you. Oh, I'm a conduit and all these things can, come through me and it'll heal you. And what I wasn't doing at the time, I wasn't listening to what I was saying. My words spoken into the massive, I wasn't even paying attention to that. I was in the excitement of the experience of the aha moment of what I just collected. I wanted to hands-on explore it. I needed humanity to do that. So as I kept saying this and I was marketing it, and I was realizing that, wow, yeah, I had a great hour session with someone and they felt fantastic. But then they called me 1 hour later, yelling and screaming and swearing because somebody hit them. It doesn't last forever. One thing I've learned. And I also had a lesson that was given to me. I had to heal myself. I claimed to be a healer to others. Therefore, I had to heal myself to become the vibration in which I spoke unto the masses. That was not fun. So I am very cautious, and I highly recommend that you're cautious with your words, especially if they're not positive ones, because you're always going to create more negative reasons to be negative. It's just the flow. It's how it works. And so false identities are not allowed in this stage. False identities are the ones that we create through the fragmentation of self. We have our pain that is stored in our belief system. We create a false identity that goes on top of it. So we can be adaptable to the world. So we can create a better exchange with humanity. Because as of that moment you received that pain, no one likes you. You create this belief system that no one likes you, no one's going to love you, and they're always going to hurt you. So you're going to create a false belief system and put it on top to protect this pain. Because if it doesn't exist and you don't protect it, then it's not there within you. So you want to hold on to it tight. Those are the people putting boulders. That's humanity putting boulders in their pocket. They create that false identity, which protects them in the world. So if we master the 7 stages of the human experience, you have better attraction understanding, you have abundance, consciousness understanding, healthy mind, body, spirit, the alignment, the ebb flow, the understanding. That's the best. That's the cream of the crop. It is the best experience of your entire existence, is to truly understand the ebb and the flow of your engagements with humanity on this planet. Yes, this one right here. I wanted to put this in here because it was very important. Gift of legacy is a new experience. Gift of legacy is a teacher. It is a very, very profound platform that was built on top of a mountain. It was built at one of the highest peaks, and it's new here on this planet. And it's here to bring lots of change to the world. To expect a gift of legacy to climb down the mountain and greet you so you can partake in all its wonders, that's never going to happen. I don't think the core 5 is ever going to allow it anyways, because it was built purposely on top of a mountain peak, the ones that people have to do the work to climb. So gift of legacy is something that is not a repeated from past. It's a new creation, a new experience. And it's time that we start seeing that as family members with the gift of legacy. We really have to come into the harnessing and the honor for the experience that we are taking on. It's new. This can be a potential of an abundant life experience. Have you ever had one? Something to think about. Now, I want to take a moment really quick. I need to take a break. and I need to address, I'm going to go through the family and I'm going to address the YouTubers out there. This is a message for all the YouTubers that deem Gift of Legacy, my family, our family, to be a scam. I wanted to come with a full heart of gratitude. And I want to say thank you for being the perfect teacher in my life. In the beginning, with the Gift of Legacy, I've had so many people lined up. I had them from Wyoming to Seattle, from Arizona to California. They were coming in and I was in the embodiment of excitement. I was not looking at who I was bringing in because I never was from a gifting community before. I knew the bigger picture. I saw the bigger picture, but I was in the excitement. I wasn't looking at who I was bringing in, not knowing the difference. And you beautiful, beautiful YouTube, whatever you are, you're beautiful, and thank you. But thank you for teaching me that you played the perfect experience for me. They all got scared because of you, and they all left. Yes, I was upset with you. Please forgive me. But I didn't understand. I didn't have the full understanding of your purpose. So as you perceive us to be a scam, and as you are the filter for all those that are not ready to climb the mountain and partake in the blessings of the Gift of Legacy, I want to say thank you for being exactly where you need to be for us to solidify where we need to be, where Gift of Legacy needs to be. Because from me being a family member, we have already exchanged over $40 million amongst our family of over 550,000 family members. So as you deem us to be a scam, and as you strengthen us as the teacher to know that we have a free will choice to partake in our human experience so we can evolve and grow, I wanted to say thank you. You played the perfect character for our community and for my life. And I have a message for you at the bottom, if you can read it. What the heck, I'm going to read it for you. I do not see things as they are. I see things as I am. I am the scam understanding. And that's very profound, because if you look at what you're trying to accomplish in the world and to look what we are trying to accomplish in the world, we're two different animals. But we are grateful for what you do for us, for being the filter and ensuring that we get creme de la creme family members to help us grow. So I wanted to say thank you from my heart, and that you played the perfect character. Thanks, family, for letting me do that. That was very important for me. I wanted to go into the dance of life. These are the 7 stages of life. So if you can please find your placement in age, you don't have to say anything, just as I read them, find where your grandchildren are, find where your children are, find where you are, your friends, your spouses, find where they are so you can get to know a little bit better of why they're experiencing what they experience and why they feel what they feel. So ages 0 to 7, welcome to the personality and attitude. This is where the emotions and feelings are collected during this stage. So you just let them explore, let them have fun, let them fall, because this is how they gain their personality of who they are and how they're going to present themselves in the next stage, which is ages 8 to 14. This is the intellectual nature and how it develops. This is coming into the I am king of all kings. You don't tell me what to do, but mom, I need $20 to pay my cell phone bill. Yes, that would be them too. This is the effects of the way they think and process life. They're going to be confused. They're going to be angry. They're going to rage. They're going to be in all sorts of emotions, because this is where all intellectualization takes place in the 7 stages of the human experience. So you have ages 15 to 21. Who am I and how do I fit in the world? This is their identity. This is the creation of their identity. This is where false identities are created as well, and it can take a long time to heal that. So you really want to engage into helping these ages really come into understanding their emotions, and that it's okay to accept the series of events, but not take it with them. because it's very important in the stages as they climb in their human experiences as they grow older on this planet, as they take on years and cycles on this planet. Ages 22 to 28, this is maturity. You may or may not mature in this stage according to how you received your previous stages of human experience. And if it was very traumatic for you and you don't really have the right tools or the right mentors around you to assist you to get through it, you may live the rest of your life in the victim mentality. You may be of impoverished mindset. You may be of rage and anger. You may be kind of closed off to humanity. This is all created by the first 3 stages of your human 7-year cycles. So you have ages 29 to 35. The search within to prepare for full development, seeking yourself, which is the eradication of what no longer serves you. So during the ages of 29 to the ages of 35, within that 7-year cycle, you are literally saying, this is not for me. I am not dealing with this anymore. I am done. You leave a relationship, you leave a job, you just don't deal with negative people anymore. You're starting to kind of learn and gather understanding of what life is about and how you want to perceive your life. You have ages 36 to 42. Spiritual abundance. Yes, spiritual abundance is becoming your reality. This is when you're starting to come into knowing the I am that I am. I am connected to all that is, and I hold the power and the ability to create my human experiences. Wow. This is where we come into the aha moments. This is where we end everything before and we come into who we are going to be and what do I want my life to look at and what do I want to experience next. This is what you put out to the world. You have understanding that it comes back to you to partake in. So again, what you do unto another is done unto you, understanding. So this is where realization kicks in, and this is where you really take a serious approach in a stance when you come into the creation of manifestation, because you realize you're a spiritual being having a human experience.
5 minutes, Jane.
Oh, okay. So yes, let me finish this really quick. We have ages 43 to 49 of material abundance. This is where you come into actual material experience. You created it before the 7 years, and now you're actually experiencing everything you created. This is the magician, the Merlin stage. This is where you have a blast in all your creations. Ages 50 to 56, this is the inventory. You take stock of your achievements. This is the I am accomplished, I am accomplishing. This is where a midlife crisis can come in and shake you up like the snow globe, shake you up and catapult you into a whole new life. Because this is where you literally are done, or you just can't do it anymore and you're done and you want something new. Ages 57 to 63, this is the decision time. This is where inner tranquility, inner peace takes form. This is where you find yourself. This is where you no longer engage into drama. This is where you no longer keep experiencing traumatic life experiences. You're pretty much at peace, and I'm going to chill by a fireplace and have coffee now. Enjoy your life, people. This is where you are at, and this is a 7-year cycles to decide if you're going to leave this planet or if you're going to continue into the golden years. This is where you create your best life, your greatest work of all creation on this planet, and that is through the ages of 64. Now just find your placement in that, and I'm going to skip through all of this and move it to next week, but I wanted to go into it's time to check yourself. This is about the mental crusher, and if it is a driver of your life. I'm going to read a few statements and just fill yourself and take notice if you have triggers. If you get upset, if you're like, dang, yeah, I am like that, write it down, take notice, because that is something that we could work on, or that's something that you can work on and try to shift it into a more positive way of being. So you feel guilty for standing up for yourself. You struggle to say no a lot. You can't say no. You are a people pleaser. You feel responsible for others' feelings. You are having a difficult time for setting boundaries. You always feel something is wrong with you. You feel you are not good enough. You attract unhealthy relationships. You are a super achiever, a perfectionist, and you have to be in control. Now, the last question was a guided question, and I'm going to ask, did you spend your gifts when you received as a legend position on your boards? Did you spend your gifts and not gift it forward to spin yourself to the next level of abundance? I can tell you right now from my observation with the gift of legacy and being part of a beautiful community and watching how it actually works, that money does not belong to you. That's stealing from the family. We together as a collective whole in the family of the gift of legacy, we collect the money, which is abundance consciousness, to pass it to each other, to multiply it, so we all can take a piece and create our abundant life. But that money still needs to flow and stay in its perfect current of the cause and effect. The moment you take it and the moment you say it is mine, you end the cycle of not only growing in an abundant life, you are ending the lesson of an abundance consciousness that you really manifested so you can actually have the abundant life that you've always been craving. And I just wanted to put that out there. So please, next time you are the receiver as the legend position, know that that family's money doesn't belong to you to feed your fears, your lacks, your voids, to fill your temporary highs. That's not what it's for. That's not what Gift of Legacy is here and what it's about. And so please, gift it forward to the next level so you can continue in the ebb flow of an abundant creation for yourself and your life. So if you can, throughout the next week, please, this week, explore everything that I just shared. There's going to be so much more next week. Explore the 7 stages of the human experience and taste it and see how it works. Stay in the question, why did I think that? Why did I feel this way about myself or others? Why did I say that? Why did I respond or react that way? Why? And go into and wait for the answer. It'll be mind-blowing. It really will. So I am going to stop sharing, and I could just keep going all night. Let me tell you, there's so much. And you all are so beautiful. And thank you for being my witness. I'm so grateful for each and every one of you. Thank you so much. And next week, there's so much more. And it's all about daydreaming and visualizations and imagery. And it's showing us how to truly create and react in life. And it's going to be fun. So thank you. Wow. 1 hour.
Wow, my fellow alien.
Yes, I told you I was alien.
Yep, you told me. Now I get you.
Yes.
Jennie, powerful, powerful, absolutely amazing. Thank you. So many nice reminders that we forget, eh? Sure.
Yes. And it doesn't even matter, Chris. We can erase all of everything I just shared with everyone. If you're in the love of self and heart for who you are and what you want to display to the world, you're already doing the 7 stages anyways. So it's perfect. Yes.
Absolutely beautiful. I love the way you nailed it right at the end there. Wow, absolutely beautiful. I like what you said where, if you think about it, when the gifts come in to us, a certain portion of it, we are only custodians of that.
That's correct. Yes.
Custodians of that money. It is not ours. We are just holding it to pass it forward. Yeah. A portion of it, yes, is yours. And we just need to get that mindset to sink in so that people, when the gifts come, it's not theirs to spend, it's to be moved forward. I suppose that's where the mindset's also going to be kicking in. When those first 4 gifts come in, what you should actually do is you should actually move to the next board. That's what you should do, because
that's the continuance.
Definitely. To understand life happens. Yes, life happens. But, but if you take that money and you spend it on a personal crisis, that would be the same as going to work and taking money out the cash register and just kind of going home and paying for things out of the cookie jar. That's not the right thing to do, you know? So, wow, that perspective. Thank you for that, Jennie.
Yes. It's just what I learned in observation, just through the experience of the gift of legacy. So it's just something that came up that I wanted to add, because it's very true for us to take knowledge. I mean, we got to acknowledge what we are and what we display ourselves to the world. Because if we don't, we're walking in ignorance. We're completely asleep and we're blinded of everything, of all opportunities and possibilities. And so being the family with the gift of legacy, we're not about that anymore. We want to grow. We want to evolve. We want to travel. We want to meet each other and explore the world. That's what we're about. So why not awaken ourselves to check ourselves and to make sure we present the best self to each other and to the world as a messenger, as the example of gift of legacy itself. So yes.
Wow, you are a true ambassador. You are absolutely amazing. I tell you what, I just know one day you and I are going to be sharing the stages together.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I will come out with pigtails and pajamas, and I don't care what people think. It's the whole point of, are you looking at what I'm dressed and what I look like? Or are you actually hearing my heart? And that is a beautiful lesson I love to display to the world.
And I'll put my tinfoil little alien suit on. And
yes, let's do it. Yes. Absolutely. We'll have Mia there with us.
Lovely.
And we'll just have so much fun.
We're going to manifest it. What we're saying today, specifically today on the 8th, we're putting it out there, and we're going to share the stages of the world together. Can't wait. We're going to go visit Germany, go see Mia and everybody, go walk on the stage there. I'll be in the USA. You'll be coming to South Africa. We're going to carry this to the world.
Already on my bucket list. Yes.
Next level. I can see it. I visualize it. I dream it. I see it already. So we're going to have fun. We're going to have fun.
And to let everyone know, and I know there's other families that will watch this later, because I understand not everybody can make every Zoom. We are stepping into a new reality, a new consciousness of freedom and abundance. And when we step into this understanding, we are creating a new earth economy, a new earth way of beingness. And we are literally the walking embodiment of the message of, hey, this is what's happening in the world. Let me show you what I can do to your world. And so as you're out there, and when you go into the fear of inviting others, like-minded and like-hearted, always remember, it is not a recruit. It is not a recruit. It is a giver of blessing. There is something that I would like to bless you with that has blessed my life. I don't know if it's something that you would want to receive, but I know that it can be life-changing for you. That's it. As simple as that. We don't have to make things so difficult. We are creating this new economy system in the world, full of love, community, the restoration of community. And when we're coming into that, we're unstoppable. You will have so many people coming in saying, wow, I want what you're having. What are you doing? Telling me about it. Well, it's a blessing. It's a true blessing. Are you ready to receive a blessing? Because you have to do the work, because that's what keeps the flow of blessing. And so I just wanted to make sure that we all are coming into the awareness of our fears and who we are, so we can grow with the gift of legacy and move through the boards of abundance.
That's it. Yes. You nailed it, my friend. You nailed it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. You must enjoy the rest of your week. You must have an abundant week, and we can't wait to see you next Monday for part 2.
Next Monday.
Yep. I'll get everything edited. I'll have it uploaded by tomorrow, and then everybody can watch the recording.
Awesome.
Thank you, my
friend.
Thank
you. You all stay blessed and enjoy your beautiful manifestations today. Today is the day. Write everything down that you desire. Yes. I love you. I see you.
Love you guys.
All right. Ciao.
Bye, guys.